I am actually early for once. I'm so proud of myself. It never happens. It never happens. It's so great. Hi, Brittany. Thank you for being here early, too. Oh my goodness. Look at us. Look at us go. This is great. Guess what my girl dinner is tonight? Is a box of Honey Bunches of Oats with almonds. That is I am a pregnant lady, and anything might make me sick, but tonight this is what I've decided on. Girl dinner. Little one kid, hello. Lou! Welcome in. I know I'm super early. Look at us. We're all early. Look at us. Man. Just making things happen. I mean, this is the magic of the holiday season. How are you guys? How's everybody doing? Mm-hmm. It's not even just like I'm craving it. Hold on. That was a really large honey bunch. It's not even just that I'm craving it. It's like, I feel like anything might make me sick. But maybe not this. It's kind of how I'm living right now. Alright, let's get into it.
Current assignment. What assignment? Bess and I are flying to New Orleans for a long weekend of fabulous music, sightseeing, and food. Okay, so I'm also going to visit Ned's friend, Henry Bollet, but only as a favor to Ned. Apparently, Henry's uncle just died, and he had to go down there for a couple of weeks. Ned says Henry's a nice guy, but kind of a loner who might appreciate a little company. So, the first thing I'll do is leave Bess at our hotel in the French Quarter and take a cab out to the mansion where Henry's staying. Ned called him and said I'd be coming. But once that's done, it'll be lazy les bon temps brûlés. The only bad news is the weather's not supposed to be that great this weekend. But what's a little stormy weather when you're in the heart of the Big Easy, right? Right.
Well, let's find out. Okay, so. First of all, Little One Cave. That is excellent. I'm so glad she's enjoying Danger on Deception Island. That's one of my favorites. Such a good friend. Like, seriously. Introduce your friends to Nancy Drew. Last we left off, she translated Hilda's message about asking everyone for their gifts. Will we continue after the stream? Ah, that's so fun. Okay, now. Let's get into this. Okay, but first. Hunter, I'm so glad you're here. Because this is your game. This is not my game. At all. Okay, I have my notes. And I also have chocolate-covered cranberries. I have my notes, but I was thinking about it and I was like, okay, I've played this one a lot. I've, like, gotten through bits of the game quite a bit, but I can only actually remember, like, finishing it twice, maybe 3 times. Maybe I'm just not really thinking. I mean, it's probably been 3 times. I've played all the games at least 3 times, except for, like, the new game. Obviously, I've only played once, and then Midnight in Salem I've played twice all the way through. But this game, I remember I played it through when it came out, and I definitely played it through when I did, several years ago, I made this journal. It's the one that came in the, one of my tabs fell off. Multiple of my tabs are falling off. Anyway, I made this journal with, like, game notes, and I went through and, like, played all the games. Where did it go, though? Oh, here we go. Oh, man. I need some tape. Oh, here we go. So I definitely finished it at that point. But, like, and I remember how it goes. I remember the storyline. But, I'm not going to be too excellent at some of this. So I'm probably gonna need some help. Okay, let's see. Let me put this back together. Goodness gracious. You can tell that I put this together years ago because things are like falling apart. Goodness. There's another one fell apart. Okay, so hi, America. Welcome in. Happy Sleuthy Sunday. How are you doing? Remember, I keep restarting the game because somehow I managed to lose one disc and broke another. No! Okay, good. I'm glad you're here to help. Let's go back to where I was. Cry. Okay, whoa! Not doing that. Does anybody actually listen to this and play it in the dark? I remember when this came out and we saw that and we were like, whoa, hold on, quick! Go turn off all the lights! Hi, Maggie. How are you? Oh, I'm needed for this.
Hello? Anybody here? Hi, the door was open.
Okay, how did Main Man just disappear like that, huh? Out like a light.
Here, drink this.
What is
Hi,
it?
Salem. Come
Something
on.
to make you feel better.
Come on.
Drink it. Just a couple sips.
Come on. Come on. Salem, come on. Up. Up you go. Come on. Alright, guys. Do I drink the drink or not? I mean to be playing a game while watching games, but I got super distracted while trying to screenshot my Steam summary. Ooh, I need to do that. Is that out? I did. New Year's 2020. Bought a lot of yarn. Got some... brown sugar milk tea. That sounds really yummy. Trader Joe's treats. Mom and I actually put a blanket up over my bedroom window when we played because the shades were letting in too much light. Oh my gosh, that's so great. Wait, hold on. Thank you. I have bless you too. I have a vote for don't drink it, and I also have a vote for drink. So somebody needs to be the tiebreaker and tell me what to do. Thank you for blessing us. Oh, I haven't played Call of the Sea yet. How is that? I have it. I haven't played it. Who's gonna be my tiebreaker? Somebody break the tie. That worked well. Cereal. It's good, but there are some scary parts. Oh no, I don't like scary things. You said no, don't drink? You have two no's? Oh, I didn't notice. Okay.
No thank you.
Don't make her drink any of your weirdo concoctions. Then I really will have to take her to the emergency room.
Just go back to your
Thanks,
phone
Henry.
call and leave us be. Don't pay him any
I see your
mind.
no now. I totally didn't see that up there.
You're at Henry Bolet's house, dear, in the library. He and I carried you in here after I found you unconscious in the foyer.
Why is it so dark in here?
The electricity went out. Lightning must have struck a transformer somewhere. What happened? Can you remember?
Well, the front door was open, so I walked in, and then I saw this... Well, I saw a skeleton.
I didn't see you said
And then
guess.
he
Oh my
saw
gosh,
me.
I am
And
slacking
the
on
light
reading my
started
chat. I'm so
flickering,
sorry.
And he threw something at me that exploded.
Tori!
The
Hello.
smoke must have made me pass out.
You saw a skeleton?
I'm sure it was just
Celeb!
someone, you
Hello!
know, wearing a costume or something. I'm Nancy Drew, by the way. I came to see Henry.
So we surmised. I'm Renee Amand. I'm Bruno Bolet's housekeeper. That is, I was. This skeleton that attacked you, perhaps we should call the police.
No. No emergency room, no police. Things are complicated enough as it is.
Henry's feeling a mite overwhelmed. Well, you are looking much better, so I'm gonna get back to my plant potting. You need anything? I'll
Her
be
animation is
outside
really
in the
good.
garden.
I should
That was
call
very
them,
natural.
Keep them on hold for 5 hours and see how they like it.
Oh, Henry. I love the sound of the rain.
So, Nancy, nice
Sup?
to meet you. Ned sent you here to check up on me, huh?
So, was Henry anybody's emo awakening? Please tell me.
Do you mind?
Not really. Ned's a nice guy. I mean, I really don't know him that well, just from school. But when I mentioned that my only living relative just died, he was all like, "Yeah? How you feeling, man? You doing okay? Wanna talk?" Of course, I guess I do come across as a little needy sometimes.
You look pretty busy.
Great Uncle Bruno named me executor of his estate, which means I have to make sure all his bills are paid and debts taken care of so his assets can be distributed.
I'm glad you can chill with us too, celeb.
Unfortunately, he couldn't have cared less about little
Is
things
Henry?
like keeping records or balancing
Someone got knocked out and all you care about is the
Dealing
emergency
with his
people making you wait on a
creditors
call?
and lawyers has
Jeez.
been an absolute nightmare.
He made
So,
you his
flashback to
executor?
Smoothies Gin Alpha
You two
translation
must
of that
have
line.
been close.
Me
Not
too.
really. My parents died in a car crash when I was 8. Since I had no other relatives, he took me in, or should I say he shipped me out. Boarding school, summer
May Goth
camp,
Crush Awakening
military
happen on kids
school,
shows from the
college.
2000s? Tell
He may
us
have looked
who.
after me,
Oh,
but he never
I
spent
have to
any
know.
time with me. I didn't know him at all.
I've got to know.
So,
I'll
thanks
tell
for
you guys
stopping
who
by,
mine was. It
Nancy.
wasn't
And
Henry.
now you can report back to Ned that I'm fine and go enjoy New Orleans.
No, I can't. Not until I know who that skeleton man was and what he was doing here and why he knocked me out like that. Look, I can understand you're not wanting to call the police, but somebody should investigate. And since playing detective is kind of a hobby with me.
Oh, I wonder if my mouse will work tonight.
Are you sure you didn't just pass out from the heat and humidity or something and
It's working.
dream that you saw the skeleton dude?
I'm positive.
Okay, look around all you want. But I should probably warn you, Uncle Bruno was into exotic pets. He didn't believe in cages, so he gave him the run of the place. And
It didn't
just
have a goth
because
crush?
he's
Oh.
dead doesn't mean
Yeah.
they are. So if you're gonna go poking around, be careful.
Okay, that's a puzzle for later. I vaguely remember that being a puzzle. I think it has to do with teeth. He was a dentist, right? That's the story. Okay, wait. My Goth Awakening is Marceline from Adventure Time. She's so cool. No, I was always more of a British actor fangirl. Oh no, although I did have a Jonas Brothers phase. I'm still in my Jonas Brothers phase. What are you talking about? Sam from Danny Phantom, and to a lesser extent Ingrid from Fillmore. You know what? Both excellent shows. Both excellent shows, absolutely. Mine was very specific. The band, the All American Rejects. I saw the music video for Swing Swing, and Tyson Ritter was for sure it. And from there, I got into, obviously, the All American Rejects. Fall Out Boy came next. Because, Huh? No, you can't. You're not allowed in this room. What was it? Sugar We're Going Down had just come out. Fillmore is super underrated Disney show about solving mysteries. Hold on, my screen is being weird. In school, sign me up. Oh, that was such a great show. I watched it all the time. I remember my parents liked it too. Gerard Way from My Chemical Romance. Or maybe Brendan Urie in Early Panic days. So many goth boys. Oh my god, Early Panic was so good.
Nancy, welcome to my little lantern-lit corner of the world.
Looks like you like to grow things.
Looks like you like to grow things.
I do indeed. Herbs mostly. And because I'm in constant need of them, I grow them in pots.
There's nothing quite like cooking with fresh herbs, that's for sure.
I don't use these herbs for cooking, darling. Did you and Henry have a nice chat?
Where does she put them?
We talked.
Henry's a very morose, very negative young man. Very cunning, too. In fact, I'm fairly certain that he's been selling off Dr. Bolay's belongings on the sly.
Well, I mean, he would own them.
Would all of Dr. Bolay's belongings go to Henry anyway?
Absolutely not. According to Dr. Bolay's will, Henry is to get 30% of the estate. Dr. Bolay's physician, Gilbert Buford, gets 30%. Our Lady of Route 57 School of Dentistry and Cosmetology gets 30%. And I am to receive 10%.
What was in that concoction?
In case you guys are
I wanted to
wondering.
drink after I got knocked out.
Yes, I'm eating cereal from the box.
It was just a little remedy I brewed up on
And
the
there is
spot
milk
to
in this
make you
glass.
feel better.
And I'm combining the two in my mouth.
If you don't mind my asking, what's in that little pouch you wear around your neck?
Things. Secret
no.
things. Things that give me special talents when special times demand them. People usually laugh when I say this, but this pouch is my connection to the energy that powers the universe.
Okay.
Oh,
Well, at least you didn't laugh.
Fair.
if you don't like Henry that much, how come you're still here?
I'm here because Dr. Bolay paid me in advance, and I always fulfill my obligations.
I'll see you later.
One more thing. I, too, have seen the skeleton man. After Dr. Bolay passed that night, I saw him in the hall.
Your mom called.
He was
We'll
there,
tell your mom I say
and he was
hello.
gone.
And I hope everything
So you best be
is
careful, Nancy Drew,
happy in your
because
family.
if it was Mr. Death, and I truly think
And I look
it
forward to
was,
seeing you if you're able to come back.
he's come back.
Ooh. Die.
That
Me.
should keep you guys quiet for a while.
Man. Y'all see me? On fire. Okay. Creepy. Okay. Let's go back inside. This game reminds me to do a speedrun practice soon. Oh, are you doing a speedrun of this soon? That's so fun. I have not played this one enough to confidently do a speedrun. Oh, this is so cool. Also, in DDI, my friend was able to get all the books in the drawer. Second try and solve the whale quiz. First try, good for her. If I was Nancy, I would have picked all of them fruits instead of only picking one and going back to spray the insects all the time. See, that's the thing, though, is if you were Nancy, you would have gotten things done quicker. Oh, and here we have some music from Stay Tuned for Danger. You're pooping in to say hi. Thank you for popping in. I'm sorry for laughing. That's so fun, Celeb. Good luck. Love a good speed run. Ah. I feel like there's something around here I need to touch. This. There's an eyeball. Y'all know that the eyeball stickers are some of my oldest Nancy Drew stickers. They're literally one of the first Nancy Drew stickers I drew. They may have been the first Nancy Drew stickers I drew. I cannot remember. Oh, look, it's the creepy paintings. These would not be allowed in my house. It's been a long day. Oh, good. Ghost Dogs is a good one. I bet that would be a fun one to speedrun. Zeeks. Nancy Drew doesn't have time to find pencils. She just takes things she needs out of the fire. Oh, this puzzle. I need chocolate. Okay, what if? I'm just spitballing here. Hear me out. No! Ah! That's not what I meant to do. Okay. Now. I feel like that was a mistake. Don't think I could have paintings of people in my house or portraits of people even unless it's family. Yeah, a little weird. Especially those. They're like creepy. I feel like I've made many mistakes. That reset the rain. Okay. I've already messed up. Yeah, I'm on this puzzle. Grr. Do I have... You know what? Past me was looking out for future me. Because I wrote down exactly what to do. I hope this is correct. Ah, no wait. I almost made a mistake there. Ha! Do Eriku's work? Wow, I'm sorry I didn't... I was so focused, I did not look at chat, and I did not even try. So, haha. Oh. Oh, I forgot about this! Oh, I forgot about this puzzle. This is a good puzzle. This is a good puzzle. I always wondered how many of those were real people and how many he, like, planted. Not like that he, like, planted things, but, like, that he, like, made the name up, you know? It's called Ned.
Hello, Nancy?
Hey, Ned.
It's about time you called. Did you make it to New Orleans okay?
Yep.
Have you seen Henry?
Oh, yeah.
I'm not sure I like the way you said that. Is he okay?
He's fine. Well, he's the executor of his great-uncle Bruno's estate, which he's not real happy about. But he and his great-uncle weren't that close, so he's not grief-stricken or anything.
Well then, are you okay?
Other than being attacked on my way into Henry's
I like the
house
idea
by a
that for the ones in the puzzle, he made them up.
and getting
That's what I've
knocked
always
out by the
thought.
smoke bomb he threw at me, I'm fine too.
What?
Let's just say that I've stumbled onto a mystery, and I'm not leaving till I solve it.
Why am I not surprised? Is Bess with you?
No, I told her I'd meet her back at the hotel.
Kind of feeling like
So tell me about this
I'm
skeleton.
gonna get sick if I eat more.
Well, she's in a costume, obviously. He or she was leaning over something in the great room when I walked in and surprised them.
So they threw a smoke bomb at you and ran?
Yeah, I must have interrupted whatever they were doing.
What were they leaning over?
The scale model of a cemetery, near which I found a tracing of some kind of symbol. I'm thinking maybe Skeleton Man dropped it.
Why did Henry's uncle have a scale model of a cemetery in his house?
Good
Good question.
Probably ask Henry.
Good idea.
Right.
I'm still trying to figure out how you got to be friends with Henry.
Well, we're not best friends or anything. Heck, we're not really even friends. I just feel sorry for the guy. I mean, he never hangs out with anyone between classes, and when I'd heard there'd been a death in the family, I just wanted to make sure he was okay all by himself down there.
Don't worry, he's fine. A little strange, maybe, but fine.
That's good to hear.
You know,
he's
Ned
a
is
pretty
really
nice
trusting.
guy.
Yeah, I
To
know.
send his girlfriend to a strange guy's house.
Bruno Bolet's housekeeper, Renee, is still here, despite the fact that she and Henry don't really get along that well.
Why do you think she's staying on?
Oh,
She says it's
trust me,
because
Hunter.
Bruno told her in advance.
But you
I
don't believe her.
am very well
10%
aware.
of Bruno's estate
I,
is supposed to go to her. Only she thinks
You
Henry's
guys
been
might
selling
remember
off Bruno's assets
that
on
I
the
think
sly.
it was about a month
So
ago
it wouldn't
now.
surprise me
I
if
was
she's staying
skipping a
on so she
lot
can keep
of
tabs on
streams.
How much of Bruno's estate is Henry supposed
I
to
was
get?
very
30%.
That's a
sick
pretty healthy chunk.
with this
You wouldn't be selling
pregnancy.
stuff on the sly.
I was very
This
sick with my
Renee
first
person sounds
pregnancy.
kinda
I've been
paranoid.
sicker with this
What
pregnancy.
this Renee person is freaky.
I am
In what way?
She wanted me to drink some
I am
strange
all
looking
up
concoction
on
after I passed out from
all
the
of
smoke
the
bomb, but she
random
refused to tell me what was in
nausea
it. She
remedies.
wears
Thank
this
you.
weird little pouch around her neck.
It's
Says
been a
what's
lot better now
inside
that I'm in the
connects her
second
to the
trimester.
energy that powers the universe.
She's probably harmless, but stay on her good side.
Ned is an angel,
Just
I
in
know.
case.
Think you could give me a hint?
You bet.
One of the crypts in that scale model cemetery is locked.
I didn't came
How
out.
do I go about opening it?
No.
You need to find its life-size counterpart in the real cemetery next door.
How does he know
When
this?
you do, take a look at the carvings on it.
Talking about
There's more
him.
to them than meets the eye. But
Her
you can
child is
easily
still awake.
rub out that little
Go check on
problem
him.
with some paper and a piece of
So,
charcoal.
the video files are still corrupted for this.
That tracing you found?
So don't use that
Skeleton
camera.
Man
I
or
hate it.
whoever left
But I
there
have been able to
already
clip together
did
about a
the
minute of
work
us
for
just
you.
saying really silly things to each other.
Oh, fine. There's a camera somewhere around here.
We really should just be filming on our phones because it's a better mic quality anyway.
Yeah. That camera he was using anyway was not a good quality camera.
The video quality is pretty good.
Excellent.
I'll see if I
Thanks
can
for
find the one,
advice.
No
the
big deal.
little
See ya.
camcorder that I have. It'll obviously be better than what he's got. Thank you.
Or announcing what's why.
You will. Kelsey! Hello! How are you?
Hello?
Bess, hi, it's me.
Hey, Nance. I just got back from shopping, which I am happy to report is fantastic here. So, what's going on with you?
A lot.
A lot is in a whole bunch of fun stuff?
Let me start by telling you what happened when I arrived at Henry's house. I walked up to the front door and discovered it was open. So I walked.
Nancy's friends are just omnipresent. Know all the solutions, but they don't want to spoil Nancy.
Skeleton wearing a red ascot?
Someone dressed as a skeleton wearing a red ascot. Although the housekeeper here thinks it really was a skeleton.
He was also wearing a little hat, but let's focus on the ascot.
It's a little strange.
You think it was a burglar?
I'm not sure. I caught him. or
Salem,
her
every time I
sneaking
close the door,
around
you
the
open
scale
it.
model
Close
of
it
the
behind you.
cemetery. And later, I found a tracing of something right by it. So if I could just figure out what it's a tracing of, and what, if anything, it has to do with that model cemetery, I might be able to figure out who Skeleton Man is.
Yeah, I know you're
I
trapped.
know that tone of voice. You're not leaving there until you've done just that, are you?
Oh, I also found some kind of receipt in the fireplace that may or may not be a clue.
What's it a receipt for?
That's what I need to find out. See, it's half burned up. All I can read is the receipt number and the
Hey,
name of
Hunter,
the
is this
place
one that I can
it's
play
from.
in one night?
Z.
Or, like,
Z.
is this going to be a
You gotta be
multiple
kidding me.
part one? Because I honestly cannot remember.
I mean, I'm sitting
how
here
long
on our
this game
balcony
is.
in the French Quarter looking down at a place across the street called Zeke's.
That's great. So go over there and ask whoever's behind the counter what receipt number 21.
Speaking of ascots, have you seen NerdSync's video on Fred's ascot from Scooby-Doo? No, I have not. That's so specific. What is their take on Fred's ascot?
You want me to snoop?
I wouldn't call it
Salem.
Forget it. Not gonna do it.
Beth.
I'm not good at that sneaking around stuff, Nancy. I get nervous, my tongue gets all knotted up, my palms sweat, to say nothing of my armpits.
Beth, receipt number 21-3872. Just go in and ask what it's for. No big deal.
Maybe not for you.
Beth, you can do it.
This is not gonna end well, I just know it. Okay, I'll call you as soon as it's over.
I'll be waiting.
nearly as long as Ice, that's for sure. I'd say this would take 2, maybe 3 streams. Well, Ice took me 4. But also, I was ending early quite a few times of those 4 because of feeling so nauseous, so... Nancy really does piss me off with how she forces Bess to do things for her in this game. Yeah, she kind of does.
I like everything.
That's what I want to hear.
I like this guy.
This is my place. So if you got any questions, I'm the guy to ask.
Actually, I do have a question. This friend of mine found the number of a receipt that came from this shop, and she asked me to ask you what the receipt is for. But if you're really busy, or you'd rather not, or it's against the rules...
No problem. What's the number?
21-3872.
21-3872. Here we go. That ticket was for a large box of assorted unknown items I bought from Henry Bolay.
I like his voice.
That's all I can tell you.
In theory, any indie game can be beaten in 1 stream. Yeah, not by me. Yeah, I think this will be a twofer, especially since you have a guide and a chat a friend lifeline. Thank you.
Assorted unknown items?
It's a box with a bunch of different things in it, kind of like a grab bag. Look, I just don't want to make trouble for anyone, okay?
Can you tell me what was in the box?
It's still in the back room. I haven't had a chance to really go through it yet. Hey, is there something else I can help you with? Beads, hula dolls, old books. Got great deals on all of them.
No, talk to me.
Is Henry Bolay a friend of yours?
No, I met him at the reception at Bruno's house following the funeral. Gave Henry my card, said when he wanted to start liquidating, he should give me a call.
Was Bruno a friend of yours?
Way I hear it, Bruno Bolay didn't have any friends.
Ouchies.
I wish he had been my friend. I mean, that house of his is filled with junk. He kept everything. For someone in my business, the place is knick-knack heaven.
It's a good place for a,
and it's your place.
like a, not a yard sale, what's it called? Estate sale.
Wouldn't sell it to me unless I swore I wouldn't change the name. So I didn't. Funny thing was, his name wasn't
Oh,
Zeke
his
either.
research and revelations on Fred's Ascot are wild. Even reaches the point where he realizes he was asking the wrong question. Oh my god, that's brilliant.
I'm gonna keep browsing if that's okay.
Enjoy.
Alright. Can I turn around? Nope. Have to go this way. There's this thing. Creepy. Ah, here we go. Okay. Oh, I have a note on this too. Ha ha ha. Okay, let's see here. I remember having lots and lots and lots of fun figuring this one out. Okay, this has got to go here then. Right? Wait, I need the powder. LOL, I know what I'm doing. Not stinking. Not itching. That's the one. I don't think this game is the easiest to gauge progress with, and one of my favorite aspects about this game. Oh, well that's cool. Okay, let's see here. Oh, she's got a little makeup compact. That's so cute. Okay, I need to put you here. And I really want the accordion here, I think. And then the boat. Teeth. Head. Books. The hula girl. The record player. Okay, let's see if this is it. America. Depending on your patience for experimentation, this is either the coolest puzzle or the most infuriating puzzle. I love this puzzle, but I am not trying to spend 4 times doing it, so I didn't look to see what I did wrong here. Okay, it really feels like this should be closer, but it can't be. Wait, what did it? Hold on. Let's look at this. You love this puzzle? Yeah, it's a cool puzzle. Okay, I need something there. Let's try that.
Well,
That didn't
I
work.
got the right idea.
Oh, there's another book, right? Yes, that's what it is. The weird head thing. The shrunken head definitely needs to be there. And then there's another book. That's what it is. I got this. Perfect.
There, that should do it. Lamont, could you help me?
Oh, this poor man.
Sure, what do you need?
I can't quite reach that bottle up there. Could you get it for me?
Sure.
You poor man. I feel so bad for you. Wait, is Lamont on my booty wheel?
Oh my gosh.
I feel so bad
shoot.
for him too.
I'm sorry. I'll go get you something. What do you need?
Nose spray. Back room.
No spray, back room, got it.
Let me go! Okay. She's like, no spray, got it. And then just stands there.
Cute dog.
Okay. I don't know if this will let me. It did! Dr. Boulay, this completes our transaction. The Whisperer is now yours. Respect its power. As my grandfather found out in doing this, skull quite often undoes.
Wow, Bess, that is weird.
No, I'll tell you what's weird. The box the letter is in is padded, and it has this round indentation in it that's the exact size of a human skull.
This is annoy
It's like it
Lamont
used to
already.
contain a skull, but now it doesn't.
Try actually grabbing the nose spray.
Yeah. Inside
Oh, I
the
didn't get
box
there. I'll call
that
Bess back, though.
box is in, there's a couple of photographs. One's of a boy and a dog, and the other is of an iguana dressed up like a pirate.
I know I've done that before.
And there's a
You and Maggie Sneezes were just foreshadowing to the powder in this game.
Really?
And did I mention that Lamont was very reluctant to talk about buying this box of stuff from Henry? He said he didn't want to get anyone in trouble, whatever that means.
Sounds like he or Henry, or possibly both, are up to something they shouldn't be. Good job, Bess. I'm gonna poke around here and see if I can find out anything about a skull called the Whisperer. You better go take care of Lamont.
Lamont's animation is honestly pretty fantastic. Honestly, the animation in this game is pretty fantastic.
What's wrong with his sinuses? Oh, he's gonna hate me.
Wait. If I call Bess back, is she gonna be in her hotel room again?
Hello?
Hey, what's going on?
That's funny.
That's what I was going to ask you.
Oh, poor Zeke. I never got to help him. Well, I'm sure she helped him, but like... Wait, can I go get some gumbo?
What looks good to you?
Yeah, it really is. Oh, hey, Shorty. Look at these prices!
A bowl of gumbo, please.
Those are good
There
prices.
you go.
Yes. That was such a gross sound.
Talk about spicy.
Yum. Thank you. Can I talk to that guy yet? No, I cannot. Okay. I only have one phone number. I only have one friend.
Hello?
What's up?
Not much.
Not in this economy. I would recommend this game to someone who is playing Nancy for the first time. Really? I would not. Pre-inflation gumbo. Can you believe it? Okay, what do I do now? Oh no, I did the thing! I love how it freaks my screen out for like 2 seconds. Oh, I should probably save the game, because I have a really bad habit of doing that. Sneeze, lady. Save. Okay. I have a note down here about... That's not what I wanted. That's also not what I wanted. I have a note here about this. And I kind of wonder if this game makes me figure things out first. Or if I can just, like, do things. Right? Well, that answers that question. So, oh well. Okay, so let's see here. This was my first Nancy Drew game, and I was so confused with some of the puzzles. Yeah. Yeah. I would not like this to be my first game.
Yes?
Hi.
Is your great uncle's estate worth very much?
I actually did introduce a different person to the series with this game, and she had a great time. Just be sure you're very knowledgeable about the game and know when to let them figure things out on their own.
As you can tell,
Hi.
he was darn good at squirreling away.
Nancy's
junk.
annoying, so it won't be the first game I recommend them playing, but I would recommend this
I'm
of
glad
the older
somebody else
ones.
thinks Nancy's kind of annoying sometimes.
No, Nancy's totally annoying.
She's like that kid in
Any-
class.
any
Well,
of these
actually,
things
she's
She's-
Hermione Granger in the first Harry Potter movie.
She's horrible. She's constantly asking people about their dead
I
relatives.
feel like she cuts people off a little bit too sometimes.
She's like... So there's a game.
Oh no.
Why is there an
Yeah,
empty
where,
frame in the gallery in the other room?
she literally reads a newspaper article about how this old man's wife died in a tornado, and then goes to the store where he works and asks him where his wife is. Multiple times.
All I can think of is, you know the lady who pretends to be the rich lady, and she's like, when we went to the Dollar General, like that lady.
Oh yeah, I love that one.
She does one where she's talking in the mirror. She's like practicing my conversation for the holiday Christmas party or something.
Oh, no.
She goes, hey Phil, how's the wife? Still dead?
Yes, she had a funny one Abigail sent me the other day. Do you remember the pancake episode of Sabrina?
Yes.
It was essentially that she finds a bag of gummy bears on
Yep.
the floor of the car and eats them all, and then they go to Waffle House.
Are
Yeah.
you sure you don't know
Funny.
anything about
She's
it?
so funny.
Yes. Anything else?
How's Liam?
Why is there a model of a cemetery? in
Why am I
the
not
other
surprised?
room?
Because great Uncle Bruno used to oversee the
The person who's good at puzzles, this isn't a bad one to start with. No, I've actually started several people with Ghost of Thornton Hall, actually. Nancy's rich dad spoiled. That's so funny. Oh, baby, you're not that weird.
Do you know what this is? I found it in the other room.
Looks to me like some kind of tracing.
I was thinking that maybe my
My laptop just died randomly. I think maybe it overheated. Oh, that's weird, Maggie.
I sure don't know anything about it.
I hope you weren't, like, in the middle of a game.
I'll stop bugging you now.
Oh my gosh, look. He's got an earlier version of Windows. Okay, so, what do?
All done. All done. I haven't done that. I haven't done that.
Okay.
All All done. I haven't done that.
I haven't.
Did that. Can't check that off yet.
Significance of the
All done.
tracing.
All done. Can't check that off yet.
Okay.
Can't check that off yet.
Oh, I should probably go to the cemetery, huh? Goth is actually the first game I would recommend to someone who wants a good story but not frustrating puzzles and wants a spooky time for a Nancy game. And that is exactly why I have introduced, 3 people to Nancy Drew using that game, and it worked every time.
Hello again.
Have you ever seen this before? I found it by that scale model of
And
the
it's like
cemetery
newer,
that's
so
inside
the
house.
navigation is not difficult.
It's a mystery to me. I suggest you ask Henry. He leaves things lying around all the time.
Salte.
I guess it figures I won't notice amid all the other clutter, but I do.
I can play Goth with no spoilers if I really want, because in amateur mode I don't get so frustrated. Honestly, that game is the one that I've suggested to people that, like, if you want to play a game and you want to get every single award, that is the easiest one, in my opinion, to get every single award.
What can you tell me about the painting that's missing from the frame in the gallery?
Oh, I'm glad you didn't lose progress.
I didn't notice the picture was gone until after the reception following Dr. Bolet's funeral. I cannot even tell you what it was a picture of.
I'll leave you to your painting.
Come see me anytime.
Your belly's getting big, you guys. Oh, how charming. Okay. Now I've already walked over here. Oh, I did the thing. I'm sorry. Sorry, folks. Old games. Shroom. Tomb is another one I would recommend, but apparently I'm in the minority of those who enjoyed that game. No, Lou, I love that game. I'm so with you. Tomb is it's honestly in my top 10. I loved it. And I don't care what anybody says. It's a good game. Here we go.
To figure out if there's anything camouflaged in that design, I'm gonna need some paper.
Fine. I need a key. Tomb is underrated. I use Card due to its simpler puzzles, trivial navigation, encouraging phone calls and reading, introducing second chances, that iron, okay story, and satisfying ending, an appetizer for better games. Huh. I can see that. No, I really enjoyed Tomb. I was, for sure, a Ancient Egypt kid. You know? There's like, when you were a kid, you like hyper-focused on one like time period in history, and mine was Ancient Egypt. So that game just like spoke to me.
Some plain paper?
Sure don't. Try asking Renee.
I'll check back with you later.
Whatever.
He has good bone structure. See his cheekbones. Cut glass. Ah, I did it again! Hot take, I tried to play Blackmore, got bored and stopped. I realized I enjoyed watching people play that one, then playing it myself. You know, it is kind of a difficult one.
Hello again.
This car is super easy to transition to either dog or DDI, which are just excellent. They're all so good. That's like the best range of games, in my opinion, is like Message in a Haunted Mansion all the way to like Last Train to Blue Moon Canyon, or maybe even possibly Danger by Design. Everything in between there is just gold.
Something like that. I know, I'll help you. That way you'll get done faster.
Gracious, you are the picture of impatience, aren't you? Well, I appreciate the offer. But here, why don't you just take this instead? It's an extra key to my room. The paper's in a drawer in my
I
nightstand.
have some issues with the writing in Tomb, but I love the puzzles. And I think they're so fitting for the story as opposed to in other games. Sometimes puzzles feel arbitrary or puzzles for puzzles' sake. Yes, I sometimes question the puzzles for puzzles' sake or like the legitimacy of the likelihood of puzzles. You know what I mean?
Bring me a candy bar from my nightstand.
Oh, you got it.
Take one for yourself while you're at it.
I like Tomb quite a bit. Oh, good. Yes, Last Train is another one I recommend. It's not as easy as Tomb or Goth, though. Yes, I recommend Train to everyone. Oh my god. Because that's my favorite, obviously, but like... Oh, it's so good. Is this it? Nope. But there's an eyeball. Come on. Stop rolling. Okay, that's the room. What was I saying? I know what you mean C has that issue. Oh wait, the way I see Kerr is it is one of the hardest Nancy Drew games, but I feel like it's the most fair compared to other higher difficulty Nancy Drew games, if that makes sense. Yeah, you know, yeah, C does have good graphics and story, but the puzzles, yeah, I totally get that. I totally get that. I feel like there's something that I was meaning to say, but I cannot remember now. And lie. Lie. Don't get me started on lie. Yes, I too keep a sheath of copy paper in my nightstand drawer.
One for Renee, and one for me. Yum. Gosh, these things are good.
Somehow had my external laptop fan upside down, fixed it, my laptop feels relatively cool again. Wonderful, I'm glad. Creepy. Creaky. Ah! Oh my god. I've got to stop this. Ugh. Okay. What you got going on here? Hiccup powder. Why is my second most played game this year? And it's just because my slow progress on the backwards playthrough. I'm so mad. Lie and I are not friends. That's hilarious. Okay. How wonderful. How marvelous. Okay. I don't really want this woman in my house. Oh, look! It's Naughty Tina. I love that they put everything that's, like, remotely disturbing with a lightning bolt. I actually really enjoy the puzzles in C, but mainly because I love treasure hunt style puzzles. I can totally understand why someone might not be a fan of them. Yeah. Yeah, but you know what I like about Tomb of the Lost Queen? Is the puzzles make sense for the game. Like, it's a lot of, like, translation, you know? It's like, I need to figure out what this means in hieroglyphs. So there's a lot of translation. I love the translation puzzles. And I really love, honestly, I love every character in that game is so interesting, and I like that a lot. And not the front door, the back door. And what was I gonna say? I love that the map just continuously gets bigger and bigger and bigger. That's awesome to me. I hate Lie. Like, I hate Scarlet Hand. Both bored me to no end. Oh, I love Scarlet Hand. Stop. That's so sad. Ruth Hunter too. C is one of your faves. Honestly, I feel like Sea of Darkness is one of my least played games. I know. I know. Ah, I'm sorry. I need to just go to bed. Goodness gracious. I keep clicking out of my main screen here. Ah. Worm. C is one of your faves too? Only played 2 once. You need to play it again. Kelsey, definitely play it again. It's an underrated one. As someone with Secret of the Scarlet Hand in their top 10, that hurts, but I get it. Yeah, of course. Everybody is allowed their opinions. Some people's are just wrong. I'm kidding. You're obviously valid. Tube and Goth both have puzzles that made sense, and it's not too hard for me. If I wanted to, I could finish that without cheating, which is nice. I love that. That's always positive. I was not interested in Mayan culture, that's why. Also, the mystery occurs halfway into the game. The starting point bores me. You know what? Yeah, because you do have to do quite a bit before you can, like, get there. Which is wild. Like, I remember watching Gab Smulders play it, and it took her, like, 2 hours to get to, like, the actual mystery, and she was, like completely done her task list. It had been days. Like, it is kind of wild how long. But then, like, I feel like because I know exactly what I'm doing, that, like, I can trigger it quicker. You know what I mean? It's a nice sound. Ah. Keys. Is that the key to that crypt? But yeah, so, like, truly, for me, there's just, every Nancy Drew game is good. You know? Like, each game is good. There's just some that I just don't enjoy as much as others, and this is one of the ones that I just don't enjoy as much as others. I know that's a hot take. I know this is an excellent game. Oh, Henry, honey. Sad. Nancy's just like, okay, whatever. What's this?
This must be the painting that goes in that empty frame.
You guys are going really fast. It's always fun to hear how people respond to each game. I love the delayed start of the mystery and Secret of the Scarlet Hand. That's the great thing about this fandom. We can hate a game someone else loves and vice versa. Yet we can at least understand and accept each other's takes. Absolutely. Makes me think why the mystery took really long because of the weird triggers in Scarlet Hand. Yeah, well, it's an older game. It was harder to trigger things. My comparison is Agatha Christie Evil Under the Sun. The mystery actually occurs 7-8 hours into the game, yet I was super into it despite that. Scarlet Hand failed in that aspect. Oh my gosh. I never got far into Evil Under the Sun. I think I had started it, and I was just like, eh. Agatha Christie games just don't really do it for me. But then, I'm not, like, a huge mystery game girly. Like, surely I'm a Nancy Drew girly, but I'm not a mystery game girly. And I hate that. Like, I feel like, if you enjoy Nancy Drew games, you would enjoy more mystery games. But for some reason, these just are, like, top tier for me, and nothing else has ever really been enjoyable. I also pretty much always enjoy the games where Nancy has job role or chore responsibilities. I love chore responsibility games. It's the other great thing about this fandom. Everyone has at least one hot take, so we can't be judgmental of each other about it. Well, Hunter, did you ever listen to the Hot Takes podcast series that I did with the other two Nancy Drew podcasts, True Drew podcast and River Heights Buzz? Because we got some hot takes. Twas wild. It was a good time. Okay, satisfying, I guess. That's on my next page of notes here. Oh, do I have to move them around? Nope. Okay. Guess I'll check this.
Still have to do that. Did that. All done. Still have to do that. Can't
Oh,
check that off
I
yet.
forgot to give that to her. She saw me walk by so many times. She was probably like, this
Did that.
chick
All done.
did not bring my chocolate.
Did that.
I'll go give it to her. I keep my promises. Wait, you haven't? Oh my gosh. Yeah, so, okay. I forget. I think the first episode. Okay, if you go to my channel, you're on my channel right now. If you go to my channel, in my videos, I have video versions of the episodes that we did. We did 2 on my channel, 2 on River Heights Buzz, and 2 on True Drew Podcast. You can find my episodes both on YouTube and on my podcast. So if you went to Spotify, you can find them as well. If you go to my episode on Spotify, I'm pretty sure I was episode number 3. But I have all of the episodes linked. Or if you go to the last episode, I think I have every episode linked. I can't remember. At least go to the 3rd episode, and then you can find the first episode from there. And then, like, you can move forward. But there were 6 episodes. And we talked about every single Nancy Drew game, even the dossiers. And we had, we, like, crowdsourced the hot takes from the fandom. So I asked on Facebook and Instagram, and so did they. And we got all of our communities to, like, weigh in on, like, hot takes that they had. And some of them were, like, pretty mundane. We were like, we all agree with this. And others we were like, okay. Episode 1 is True Drew. I'm pretty sure you're correct. Professor Layton series? You know, I haven't played those. Are those available on PC, though? Because I pretty much do all of my gaming on PC and nothing else. Secret Witch Agatha Christie has a new game coming out next year, New Death on the Nile, for anyone who is interested. Oh, that sounds good. Hi.
You bring me that Cocoa Kringle bar like I asked?
Yes, I finally did.
Right here.
Bless you. I'm so hungry I could devour these plants I'm potting up, dirt and all. How else may I be of service to you?
Those weird symbols on the wall.
Oh, Layton is really good. I cheat a lot because the math puzzles are insane. Oh, no.
Fact of the matter is,
you know what math puzzles I can do? Carmen Sandiego, because they're made for, like, elementary schoolers.
Sends shivers down the spine of Dracula himself. Used to hear it sometimes in the dead of night.
Layton games are on mobile and Switch mainly. Ah!
Saying this one word I never heard before, like it was from a language no one on earth.
I do not have a Switch.
And suddenly, I knew the spirit was trying to cast a spell.
Plotline is wild, really?
So I got me a book and found out that by painting the word I heard on the wall, syllable by syllable, in hoodoo signs, I could counteract the word's
What are you
power.
reading?
And you know what? The spirit has not spoken that word or any other since.
Did you ever consider perhaps
What was the word?
a priest?
Tall in a sack full of water moccasins couldn't get me to say that word out loud. Nor will I write it down. No, sir.
OMG, do you see the upcoming Carmen Sandiego soon on PC? Yes! It's after the Netflix series, which, by the way, I loved.
I'll leave you to your potting.
Take care, hon.
My math sucks so bad I can't solve some elementary level math puzzles. LOL, no! Yeah, no, the new Carmen Sandiego game coming out, I'm so excited for it. I was really stoked on the Netflix series.
Still have to do that.
It was so good. If you haven't seen it and you do have Netflix, go watch it. It's really, really quality.
Still have to do that.
It's like made for children, but it's quality entertainment. I loved it. I'm really excited. I grew up playing Nancy Drew games. Not Nancy Drew. I'm playing Nancy Drew right now. I grew up playing Carmen Sandiego games. I started when I was 3 years old. Yes. 3. On a Windows 98 giant dinosaur of a computer. Iggy. Hello. Oopsies.
What was that?
That was Uncle Bruno's pet iguana, Iggy. He's always in here stealing paper. He must be using it to build a nest or something. Look, I had all those books arranged so they.
I have the new Carmen game wish list already. Me too. Although they're on the DS, and if you were to
look through this one book.
emulate it.
After you put all those.
Oh my god, it took me way too long to realize what you were saying. I could emulate. I've emulated before. Is that something I'm not allowed to say? I was really like, what are you talking about for a second? Oh, look, it's that copy of Tom Sawyer and Huck Finn by Mark Twain that was on the table in Last Train to Bloom Game. Too small. Too big? Still too big. Huh. Maybe not you then. Oh wait, you obviously go there. Mayhaps. Ooh, I like how you fit. I don't like how you fit. I like how you fit. Okay, I need... Okay. No, let's figure this out. Hold on. I can do this. I can do this. Wait, no. No. Okay, hold on. What if, like... Oh! You're just too tall, aren't you? Damn it. You're too... Ugh. It's not you. What if, like... Well, now I'm just being silly. Oh, I'm like real concentrated over here. Sorry, I'm not looking. I'll say it's not the same Carmen as the one I grew up with. Oh no, totally different Carmen. Still very entertaining. Iggy! Xander! Carmen Sandiego got me into mystery games. Haven't stopped loving it since. My first Carmen Sandiego game was played on a Windows 98 PC. Me too! Where in Time is Carmen Sandiego is a game I regularly dream about playing and I can't get it to run on my computer. It was top fave in middle school. Oh, America, I might be able to help you with that. Message me later. I think it's fine nowadays. I'm just being cheeky. Okay, good. I have recently played Carmen Sandiego's Great Chase Through Time. I have my ways. I got Great Chase Through Time to run out of virtual PC. Yes, that's always a way. Emulate sounds like a code word. It does. Need to look into it. So worried about breaking my only working computer. So adverse to downloading virtual PCs, but I really should get... Oh, no. It's totally safe as long as you do it correctly. Which I know sounds really scary. Don't be scared. I have emulated safely multiple times. Mystery game series I played as a kid were Blue's Clues, hey, Scooby-Doo, Nancy Drew, Sherlock Holmes, CSI, Mystery Case Files, and Professor Layton. That's quite a few. I know rotating would defeat the point of the puzzle, but IRL you could rotate the books and it bugs me. I know! This isn't one I can rotate, though. I also played Where in the USA as Carmen Sandiego all the time as a kid. Yes! I really, really, really enjoyed Treasures of Knowledge. That was one of my favorites. Wait. But yeah, if you manage to do a stream of Professor Layton, I will 100% watch. Thank you. Does that mean you wouldn't watch if I streamed something else? Do you only come to my streams if I'm playing something specific? Rude. I have a concern. Am I doing this? Oh my gosh, it worked! Look! I did it! Popping in to say, someone please teach me how to emulate a Windows 98 computer so I can play the first Detective Barbie. You don't necessarily need Windows 98, you might just need, like, you know, what was it called? Another one. One of the newer ones, which wouldn't be as difficult. Treasures of Knowledge, hadn't played that one forever. Oh, it's so good. It's my favorite too. I always end up replaying it from time to time. Well, Treasures of Knowledge is on Steam. This I guess I can't get it to install, but it won't run. Aw. Windows XP. That's the one. That's the one. Windows XP. Get a Windows XP and you'll be able to do it. That's what I'm going to be doing. So guys, whoa, I just remembered January is really soon. And you know what that means. I haven't announced it yet, but I'm going to be doing Junk Drawer January again, which means I'm going to be installing a virtual PC on my laptop again. And I am going to be playing, oh my god, I'm so excited to say this, the very first Her Interactive game, Mackenzie and Company. Because I'm gonna emulate it. And then I'm gonna play Vampire Diaries, obviously, because if I'm playing the first Her Interactive game, I have to play the second Her Interactive game. And then continuing with Junk Drawer January, I'm just gonna play whatever the heck I can find. I still have all of my PC games from when I was a kid. I might play some oldies but goodies from last January. If anybody has any requests, let me know. Yeah, it's gonna be super fun. If I can get it to work, I haven't tried yet, but if I can get it to work, my main goal, besides the Her Interactive ones, is, Candyland. Because that one is just my childhood. Thank you. Thank you for the ooze and the exclamation points. Okay, Hunter, what do I do now?
Can't check that off yet. I haven't done that. All done.
Should I call Bess?
Still have to do that. Still have to do that. Check. Did that. Can't check that off yet. Still have to do that.
Oh, wait. Duh, I gotta call Hotchkiss.
Yes?
Candyland, yes. Oh, really? Okay, so actually, I have played Vampire Diaries before. Actually, that was the very first thing I ever streamed.
How did Bruno die?
Ever.
If you don't mind my asking.
Which is wild.
Just dropped it in the front hall.
But, so you can actually find the playthrough. I think I did it in 2 parts. You can find the playthrough on my channel.
Myocardial infarction. That's doctor speak for heart attack.
Attending physician Dr. Gilbert Buford, 504-555-9970.
I usually watch when there's a game I've already played before, don't mind being spoiled on, or if it's a chatting stream. Yeah, that's fair. That's truly fair.
Interesting keychain.
That's one of Uncle Bruno's glass eyes. It's the one he was wearing when he died.
How nice.
Anything else?
I'll let you get back to work.
I'm gonna need that off you. Thanks. Okay, I have to leave the room because I'm polite sometimes. Hachi! Clue Finders, anyone? Those educational games are where it's at? I can't remember if I've ever played one of those.
Yes, hello.
Hi, my name's Nancy Drew. Is this Professor Hotchkiss?
I am she, Nancy Drew. Your name has a ring to it. Do I know you?
Yes, as a matter of fact, we met a little while back in Wisconsin.
Oh, yes, you were the delightful young lady doling out the samples in the tasting room of that cheese factory.
There's an Egypt one? That sounds like something I would like.
Wickford Castle.
That's ridiculous.
The Liberties Kids. Ooh, now you're reaching deep into the recesses of my memory.
Written by Marie Antoinette, which you translated. Remember?
Thanks to you, suddenly all I can think about is how wonderful a nice big slab of Colby cheese would taste right now. Mandy, I'm on a deadline, so if you could please just tell me why you called.
But my name isn't...
Deadline! Let's cut to the chase, shall we? Chop, chop.
Did a man from New Orleans named Bruno Bollet ever
For
call
the
you?
cheese.
Ah, now there's a name you can remember. Bollet. Nice and French.
I didn't know there was a Liberties Kids game either, but I remember the show very well.
Yes, I know. So did Bruno Bollet call you?
Indeed he did. Oui, oui.
Why did he call, if you don't mind my asking?
Because he had read my book, of course. The Crystal Skulls. Fact or fable, one of my best efforts. Sold like hotcakes, smothered in a rich, tangy lemon sauce.
Did he say anything about owning one of the skulls himself?
I would have hung up on him straight away if he had. I tell you, Brandy.
Yes, it was on the library's computer at my local branch. I checked it out a few times, but could never finish before it was due back. Oh no!
I'd be able to dine at the
So, Lou, that makes sense. Liberty Kids was a very American thing. It was all about American history. It took place in, like, colonial American times. And it was children who, like, helped progress American history of, like, early America.
Which I hadn't, or if I had any theory as to what
I forget how many episodes I saw, but I remember the Boston Tea Party and Ben Franklin. I definitely remember the Boston Tea Party. It was pretty excellent. You got to go and interview the revolutionaries and then write about them for the Gazette. It was awesome. Oh, that's cool.
remind me of someone I encountered on one of my journeys, but for the life of me,
Except from the name. Yes, it was very American.
Nancy Drew? Wickford Castle?
the eyes.
The thing is, though, that, like, I saw it when I was so young that I would hate to ever see it again and, like, find out that they, like,
He said the eyes have it.
like, told me history wrong in order to, like, protect us or something, you know?
How much would a crystal skull like the Whisperer be worth?
In this crazy
Yeah, I wouldn't anticipate you would ever see it.
hair and used tissues of celebrities get sold for thousands of dollars. There's
It did go away harder than it needed to.
$500,000 easily. Maybe even $1 million. Maybe 2. Maybe 10. The sky's the limit. Cha-ching, cha-ching.
Cha-ching, cha-ching.
If someone found a skull made of crystal, how could they be sure it's one of the
There were
crystal
some
skulls?
kid shows where the theme songs went so hard. Like, for example, What's New Scooby-Doo? So good.
But remember, the real skulls were made long before the tools commonly used for carving today were invented. Which means, let's put on our thinking caps.
Modern-day tools would have left marks if the skull was a fake?
Exactly so. Mind you, the marks on a good fake would be microscopic and thus imperceptible to the human eye. However, any thorough laboratory analysis would quickly unmask a counterfeit.
So the only way to prove that a skull is the real deal is by proving it's not a
Yes,
fake?
What's New Scooby-Doo is so good.
Examining its
I heard the theme song of Invader Zim from Nickelodeon. I never watched Invader Zim ever. Danny Phantom. Song sung by Ember. Oh my gosh. Is it true that it showed multiple perspectives? One of the main kids was a revolutionary and the main girl was a loyalist. It led to some really tense and interesting stuff for kids' TV. There's a lot of stuff that, like, when going back to it as an adult, I was like, wow, this is way more intense than I remembered. Or, like, way more traumatizing than I remembered.
I believe that things that defy any so-called rational explanations happen all the time, Nessie.
Nessie.
Now, does that mean there
I'm
are
a cryptid
mysterious
now.
external forces at work in the universe of which we do not and cannot ever have full knowledge? Or does it all boil down to us? If the human heart desperately wants something to be true, does the human mind have the power to make it true? Who knows? Oh, questions, questions, questions.
Oh, no way. Who knew?
In your book, you said that all the people who've ever owned the Whisperer were murdered, yet Bruno Bollet dropped dead of a heart attack.
Are you saying the Whisperer was in his possession after all? The scallywag! Why didn't he tell me that? Oh, that's That's right. I would have hung up on him.
Hey,
Well, if that's the case, then
Jordan.
totally
How's it
suggest
going?
you take a close look at his so-called heart attack, Sandy. Because if he owned the skull and he died, I guarantee you it was at the hands of someone else. Or my name's not Beatrice Gertrude Winifred Hotchkiss.
That's quite the name.
That's it for now.
Toodaloo!
Okay. Let's talk to this guy.
This is Dr. Gilbert Buford's answering service. How may I help you?
I need to talk to Dr. Buford. Could you maybe give me a number where I can reach him?
No, ma'am. I
Sleep
cannot.
asleep.
Is this an emergency?
Sort of.
Cool.
I mean, it's not a medical emergency. See, I'm only going to be in town for a short time, and Dr. Buford and I have this mutual friend who died recently, and I just really need
Getting
to
stuff
talk to him
done, finally
about
sitting
it.
down to eat dinner.
Some consoling.
What time is it over there?
Yes, I need some consoling. That's it exactly.
Well, tell you what. It's against the rules to give you his phone number, but I can tell you that now that he's all but retired, Dr. Buford spends most of his evenings at his favorite gumbo stand down in the French Quarter. If you really need to talk to him, you can probably find him there.
Great. Do you know the address?
It's at the corner of Rampart and Domain.
Did you say Rampart and Domain?
I did indeed. Granny Pumpkin's Cajun cooking. They make some darn fine gumbo.
This makes me want gumbo. It's like 7:20 p.m.
Welcome, and,
That's right,
I'm
you're
sure
like
that
2
you
hours
about your
behind me.
loss.
My loss?
That mutual friend of yours and Dr. Buford's?
Oh, right. Thank you. That's very kind of you.
Nancy,
Bye.
you're so smooth. Okay, call Bess.
Hello?
Hi, Bess. It's me.
So what's been happening? Tell me everything.
Well, let's see. Since the last time we talked, I was just about getting ready to...
So I know that this is Hunter's favorite, but like, where does this rank for everybody else?
Interesting stuff.
It's not that I don't think this is a good game, but I just don't enjoy this one as much.
Named Gilbert Buford, who, as it turns out, likes to hang out at a gumbo stand.
You're gonna make gumbo, make sure you don't ruin your room. Oh no, she wrecked her
You just
room.
want me to talk to him? That's it? Nothing nefarious? No black ops stuff?
He was Bruno Bolet's doctor, and apparently his best friend, too.
Hell, I go to bed at like 9:30 every night now.
Something weird about the way Bruno
I'm getting kind of tired.
What do you mean by weird?
I mean, I kind of think maybe Bruno was
Tortellini soup. Ooh, upper mid. Okay,
That's
interesting.
what I'm trying to figure out. Everyone's a suspect at this point.
Including this Gilbert Buford guy?
Well,
Great, I'm gonna be chatting up Jack the Ripper.
oh, I'm sure the guy's fine, but
Cry's a mid tier game for me. Yeah, I think it's a low tier game for me.
I can see the gumbo stand from our balcony. If he's the guy that's sitting down there,
I love the
guess
vibes,
he
but it's
looks
so puzzle heavy. Probably somewhere in the middle of my ranking.
I'll go talk to him.
thanks, Bess. Let me know what happens.
Cheerio.
But yeah, since she's Aussie, I taught my friend what clam chowder was when it came up in the game. Oh, that's so fun. Somewhere in the middle for you. Huh.
Hello, young lady. How kind of you to grace an old man with your love.
Some crawdads.
My name's Bess Marvin. I'm looking for...
Under the feeling going to bed super early because getting up at 5 a.m. is so tiring. Yeah. Lower middle, I think. Okay. Interesting.
Your answering service said I'd probably find you here.
This here is my favorite spot in the whole city. Delicious gumbo, pleasing view, particularly now, I might add.
Don't be creepy.
I'd like to ask you some questions about Bruno Bolet, if that's okay.
I'd prefer subject matter of a happier nature, but I do not want to seem inhospitable, so what is it you want to know?
Is it true that Dr. Bolet was your best friend?
Well, now, I was certainly his best friend, but I cannot honestly say that he was mine.
Oh, savage.
Fact is, while socializing with my fellow man, particularly with pretty young women such as yourself, has always been a
Leave me
source of
alone.
pleasure for me. Bruno was just the opposite. Unfortunately, the older he got, the more numerous his idiosyncrasies became, and the less concerned about their negative effect upon others he became.
How exactly did he die?
He died of a myocardial infarction, most likely caused by age-related atherosclerosis. Dying of a heart attack is all too common for people who are socially isolated, and Bruno Bollet had most certainly become that.
Did they do an autopsy on Dr.
What's
Bollet?
y'all's opinion on him? Is he
No.
creepy, or is
Given
he just a
Bruno's
kind old man?
advanced age and the absence of any indication of foul play, an autopsy was deemed unnecessary, and the body was cremated according to Bruno's wishes.
Did Dr. Bollet ever say anything to you about owning a crystal skull?
Definitely feels like a person's enjoyment of cry is directly dependent on how likely they are to purchase a puzzle book.
Said it had magical powers.
Oh, you think he's kind? Okay. I think he intends kindness.
Nonsense and told him so.
That's the thing. Is like I feel like he intends to be kind, but some of the comments come across a little creepy.
Look like?
It was quite beautiful, actually. Life size.
Somewhere in between. Exactly.
Like a diamond almost.
Hmm.
Tell me, Miss Bess, what do you know about that crystal skull?
This friend of mine, who is also a friend of Henry Bollet, you know, Dr. Bollet's great-nephew. Anyway, while she was visiting Henry, she saw this book in Bruno's library about the legendary crystal skulls and was kind of intrigued and thought that since Henry said that you were pretty much Bruno's only friend...
He can come off as a bit creepy, but I don't think he means anything by it, honestly. Yeah, that's exactly what I think. In between for me as well. Intense kindness comes across creepy, but definitely has a skeleton in his closet. Cry actually falls lower middle for me because of many things that are not puzzles. Oh, tell me, Tori. What are the reasons?
Bruno's passing proves it's worthless. Although it would make an attractive paperweight, as I recall. Tell your friend not to give it another thought.
Where was Dr. Bollet when he had his MI?
The puzzles keep it out of my lowest tier. Interesting.
Just inside the front door.
I always love to hear your opinions.
I hadn't seen him for a while, so I picked that day to pay him a visit. I walked up to the front door, found it unlocked as usual, opened it, and there he was, lying on the floor in obvious distress.
Oh.
The next thing I know, his housekeeper came running in and started shrieking and carrying on until finally I sent her out of the room so she could summon an ambulance and I could once again hear myself think. Then let's see. Then I knelt down and saw that he wasn't breathing. So I pulled him away from the doorway so I'd have more room to work on him and began chest compressions. I continued until the medics arrived, but nothing they did made a difference either.
Was Dr. Bollet unconscious the whole time?
Yes, he was.
Can you remember anything that might indicate what he was doing by the front door? I mean, had he just come in from a walk? Was he wearing a hat? Was he holding anything? Had he dropped something? An umbrella? Sunglasses?
Wait a minute. Why, yes. Yes, he was holding something. A piece of paper. And on the floor next to him was an envelope. He must have collapsed while reading a letter.
Do you know what happened to it?
Now, I know the letter was no longer in Bruno's hand when the paramedics
Nice tact, Bess. Yeah.
So perhaps he released the
Low to mid-low for me.
And yet, I do not recall.
It's definitely low for me. So I've learned about myself that I don't care as much for games that have a dark and or gloomy environment and atmosphere the entire time. I have similar issues with goth. Yes, same, Tori. Same. I like goth, but it just doesn't do it for me. I also don't like it if you're inside the whole time, which is why I'm not a huge fan of Final Scene. Oh, good, Maggie. I'm glad that you finished.
Are you saying an iguana made off with the letter Bruno?
The music is good, but runs way too quiet unless you jack your music volume up. You know, I haven't really noticed a lot of music this time. So you're right. I've never really thought about that.
Absconded with one of Bruno's prescriptions, and would I please write her up a replacement? In any case. Bruno once
Characters are underutilized, especially Lamont and Dr. Buford. Yeah, for sure. Lamont could be in this game so much more.
Do you think it's possible that Renee caused Dr. Bollet's death by, say, hoarding the pills from those missing prescriptions and giving them to him all at once?
Oh my goodness.
No. Had he died
Still have like half the game? Oh, okay. Chapter 3 was tough to get through. Gotcha.
The manner of his death would have been quite different. but he died of a heart attack. Of that, I am certain. However, I know for a fact that Renee is deeply involved in the practice of hoodoo. And as Bruno's housekeeper, she had ample opportunity to use it against my poor old friend.
It's true. If you aren't in the mood for gloominess, this and Goth and even Saw can be very off-putting. Yeah, Saw is not my favorite.
You're not serious.
Young lady, never, ever underestimate the power of suggestion. If a person believes in something, even on a subconscious level...
Feels too claustrophobic confining in terms of exploration. I know! And it really, like, Final Scene was very off-putting to me when it came out and I was a child. And I was like, this is a dark, creepy theater. I can't go outside. Nancy is stressed as heck the whole time. It's wild. So, like, I just didn't like that one as much and it kind of followed me to adulthood where I'm just like, this is a great game, but like isn't my favorite. It's low for me. What saves Saw for me is the option to go to the city. Yes, same. That's the best part of the game for me. I enjoy the city. I enjoy Yumi's bento. Saw was the scariest Nancy Drew game for me. The puzzles I don't care for at all though, but the story is pretty good. I won't replay it, however. You won't replay it at all? It's definitely not my favorite. If the game had a daytime element, I truly believe that would make a big difference for me. Same. I hate it when it takes place only at night or like, or in one day even. I'm just like, come on. Nancy pisses me off too much in that game. Does Nancy piss you off in Trail of the Twister too?
I'll take it from here. Thanks again.
Good luck. Bye.
Okay. IDKY. I never really had much issue with games set inside singular locations, maybe because it reminds me of escape rooms, but I can see how it feels less of an adventure as a result. Yeah. Can't say you're listening to Saw Slander, it's my #1 game. Is it really? I did not know that, Maggie. I didn't think of Saw to be very gloomy. It's definitely creepy, but has a good balance of colors when you left the Ryukun. I wouldn't say it's a gloomy game. I'd say it's one of the more creepy games. This is some loud rain. It sounds like it's coming into the house. I hate the puzzles. I cheated on them all. But the bento puzzle and that box puzzle. Also, yes, Nancy pisses me off a ton as well. Not bashing things that are a big part of Louisiana history and culture, but it's just not my preference. No, absolutely. Same. I am with you. Save the game. Okay. It's my bedtime, y'all. That's enough for me. I've been streaming for over an hour and a half now because I just got an early start. I'm drowning in Chrysler here. I'm sorry. Okay, so I need to do a lot more in this game, but to be honest, I think I got 4 eyes, Hunter. To be honest, I kind of can't take it that much. Thank you guys. Thank you for being here. Thank you so much. Let's see here. Have a good night, y'all. Thanks for the stream. Thank you for being here. I just want you guys to see this before I go. So this is my notebook from I was either a teenager or maybe like 20, maybe? I forget, when I made this journal for myself. And I put stickers in, and I wanted to cover up this one section because I wanted to be clearer in my notes. And I put, like, literally the best possible stickers. It is a alligator and a mushroom. Okay, so I will see you guys next time. Let's see what's going on. I am still only streaming on Thursday evenings and Sunday evenings, so we will be doing Cry Part 2 next Sunday. What date is that? The 5th. January 5th. Join me Thursday. I will be doing something cozier, probably Botany Manor. I just got that the other day and streamed it not too long ago. What was that? That was the last time I streamed, and it was so good. So, thank you. I'm glad you guys think it's cute. Okay. Thank you. Have a wonderful rest of your evening. I hope that everybody is having great holidays and has had and will continue to have good holidays. It'll be almost your birthday. Oh my gosh. Happy almost birthday. Thanks for the fun stream. Have a great night. Yay! Thank you so much, guys. Okay, I'll see you next time. Have a good rest of your evening. Goodbye.